Hello, callers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Vitor Roque, as it has been reported that the Brazilian club president offers an update on the 35 million euro rated Barca target's future. Of course, he did confirm that there is a race going on strongly for the striker. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then to conclude this episode, we are going to be discussing on the 5 interesting key stats from that 1-0 win over Villarreal yesterday at the Ceramica. We are also going to be looking more on that. So guys, before we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Vitor Roque has been enjoying a stunning rise in stature over in Brazil and has put top clubs across Europe on high alert. Just 17 years old, the Atlético Paranaense striker was a key part of the team that made it to the Copa Libertadores final last year. On top of that, Roque helped Brazil win the South American Under-20 Championship recently, finishing as the top scorer of the tournament with 6 goals to his name, the same as teammate Andre Santos. Barcelona have been hot on his trails for a while now and are understood to have made initial contacts with Atlético Paranaense to explore the possibility of a move. But clubs like Chelsea, West Ham United and PSG have shown an interest in the teenage centre forward too. Furthermore, recent reports suggest that Arsenal have also entered the race for his signing in the summer window. With the number of suitors multiplying for Roque, Atlético Paranaense president Mario Celso Padriguia recently provided an update on the future of the young striker, stating that the race for the young star was heating up. He said, "There is a race for Vitor Roque. We cannot pay what European teams pay." Padriguia said, as quoted by Mundo Deportivo. The Atlético Paranaense president also revealed that they had received offers for him, but none that matched their demands. He said, "We have already received calls and offers, but they have not reached what we were asking for. There is still a long way to go." The report from Mundo Deportivo mentions that Atlético Paranaense are holding out for a fee of around from in between 35 to 40 million euros for Roque, a sum similar to what clubs have paid for Brazilian talents such as Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo Goes, and Lucas Paqueta. Barcelona see Roque as the ideal understudy for Robert Lewandowski and believe that the young star can eventually take over the mantle at Spotify Camp Nou. But with the race heating up for his signing, the Blaugrana will need to act swiftly. Indeed, they need to act swiftly. The race is heating up as we can hear the president of Atlético Paranaense confirming that. Vitor Roque has been long spoken about in most of our news this week, of course, as the race for him continues to be heating up. Of course, he's a very talented player, just helping Brazil recently to win the Under-20 championship, the Under-20 Copa America there, which he was one of the main talisman there, scoring. I think he's a top goal scorer there, and it's really interesting to see how he has been playing, and they're so surprised that Barca have been showing interest in him, So I think Barca don't want to do or make the error they did with Hendrik, been showing interest for a long time and ended up not doing anything. Real Madrid were the one who finally won the signature. So for this guy, I think Barcelona are looking like they are going for business. They really want him and they don't want to make the error they did with Hendrik. Of course, the player, according to reports, is so interested in Barca as opposed to other clubs like West Ham, Chelsea, who are showing interest. And I think that should be good news for us, as he's a striker. His main position is being a striker, and Barcelona wants something for a long term, knowing fully well that Robert Lewandowski is not here for a long time. So it will be very sensible for the club to start investing in young talents rather than going for a very big money move for an established striker already. If they have seen the potential in Vitor Roque, who is still having a low market value, then it will definitely be a very, very wise move for FC Barcelona to go in for this guy, try to get a signature as soon as possible. We all know about the financial issues, the financial fair play that Barca are going through in La Liga's hands, which is really, really a disturbing factor. But we just have to keep fingers crossed and see if Laporta and his board will act smart to this, because I wish to do, but we all know that we need to free up space in our salary cap in order to ensure that new players come in the summer. So let's see. Barca have to see if they can book this guy so that he knows definitely that when he will be 18, he will be making his way to Catalonia ASAP. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona continued their fine run of results as they secured an important 1-0 win over Villarreal away at the Estadio de la Ceramica on Sunday night. The Catalan Giants got across the line thanks to a first half goal from midfield Joel Pedri. The 20-year-old had been constantly urged by his manager Xavi Hernandez to shoot more and score more, and the advice is paying off in a huge way for the club. Sunday's goal means that Pedri has now scored 6 goals in La Liga this season from 21 matches. With his 6 goals, of course, Pedri has won as many as 10 points for the Barcelona team in La Liga this season, the most by any player in 2022-23, along with Real Betis star Borja Iglesias, 10 points with 9 goals. On top of his 6 strikes in the league, Pedri also has netted once in the Spanish Super Cup, taking his tally to 7 across all competitions. Only Borussia Dortmund's Jude Bellingham, 10, has scored more goals than Pedri in all competition among all midfielders from the top 5 European leagues under the age of 21. Meanwhile, Sunday's night triumph over Villarreal was Barcelona's 11th win by a 1-0 scoreline in 21 games in La Liga 2022-23, equaling their highest total in the full season in the history of the competition. 7 in 44 games in 86-87, 7 in 42 games 95-96 and 96-97. The victory also means that Xavi has now equaled Pep Guardiola's best winning streak at Barcelona across all competitions, 11 victories in a row. The Catalans are now on a 16-game unbeaten run. In the process, Xavi has also become the first manager in the history of FC Barcelona to lose only one of his first 25 away matches in La Liga, the 3-1 loss to Real Madrid in October last year. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.